Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with our daily advice for November 2nd, 2017. Thank you for joining me. So we're looking at what energies we're dealing with today, how they will potentially influence us, and what we need to know about them in order to make the most of them, to use them for our highest good. So today's message is a continuation of yesterday's message. Talking about perspectives and choosing what to see and choosing what to hear and choosing how to feel and how to react, and this time it's about change. So the first card that we have, representing the influence of the past on our current situation, we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is a major arcana card and it talks about changes, sudden change, unexpected situations happening, sudden turns of events. With this energy is the energy of fate and karma, destiny, whatever you want to call it, that we can't really control. We have no control over, we have no influence over. The only thing that we can really do that is within our control is decide how we want to react to the change that's already happening. That's not a question, it's happening. Okay, if that's fate, if that's what's meant to happen, it will happen no matter what we do. So really, the only choice that we're left with is how we react to that change. The good news with the Wheel of Fortune is that whatever happens under the energy of the Wheel of Fortune, we can be sure that it's truly meant to happen exactly the way it's happening. Okay, even if it doesn't look that good, even if it's challenging, it truly is for our highest good ultimately, and things are happening the way they are meant to. Okay, and that's part of our perspective as well. That's part of the mindset, because when change happens, we can either try to hold on to what is changing, try to keep things the way they are or the way they were, and get stressed out and feel miserable over that, okay? Or try to embrace the change and say, you know what, okay, well, this has already happened, there's no way to turn back time, so what am I going to do about it? How am I going to turn this into a positive situation for myself? Excuse me. Because oftentimes with the Wheel of Fortune, it's already happened, it's already changed. So even though we may try to hold on to something that is changing, the truth is that change is happening no matter what we do. So it's really a lost cause, and it's a waste of time and energy and effort for us to try to hold on to what has already left, if that makes sense. Okay, but our influence from the past talks about a change in our lives, an unexpected turn of events. It could be a bigger change, or it could be a smaller change, or it could be a series of changes, one after the other. Excuse me. That this card can talk about. In today's energy, we have the Five of Coins, and we've seen this card yesterday, I think. So again, the Five of Coins is a reminder. Okay, yes, it's change. It is a number 5, so it talks about change. Things are still up in the air potentially. Things have still not found their place. We have still not found our footing. We're kind of wandering through the storm at this point, and it's a reminder to keep going and to choose the direction we want to go in, okay, and to then stick with that, not lose hope or give up or start to feel hopeless, okay, or helpless with this energy. The Five of Coins is here to remind us to put in the work, because it will be worth it in the end, okay? We have the sign of Taurus there, and it's all about being consistent. It's all about putting in the work, doing the hard work, okay? Paying our dues if that's what's going on, or doing the initial big load of work to then be able to streamline things. Whatever is really worth our time, it will take work, it will take time, it will take dedication, it will take effort on our part, and consistency and perseverance. so that when the going gets tough, we don't get going, if you know what I mean. When the going gets tough, we say, you know what, it's just another thing that I need to take care of. It's just something else that I need to get through. It's just something else that I need to overcome. But I still continue to move in the direction that I'm moving in, because I know where I'm headed. And I know that whatever happens for a reason. And I know that whatever happens because I can take it, I can handle it, and it will help me grow and make me stronger. And I know that whatever happens and whatever is going on, it is temporary. It's just till I find my footing. It's just till I figure things out, or at least figure out my next step, or at least figure out the general direction I want to go in. Okay? And I have options, and I have people who can help. I have people I can turn to. I have places I can turn to. I can do something about my situation, because you see, this is a minor arcana. It's no longer major. The first is major. The trigger is a major energy, where, you know, well, things are going to happen the way they're going to happen, and we don't get a lot of say in that. But what comes next is all about us. What comes next is really what we decide we want to see. So again, with the 5 of coins here, it's a reminder. First of all, yes, this is about change, and there may be murky waters right now, and maybe foggy. We don't know exactly what's going on, and that can cause chaos, which in turn can cause tension, confusion, and stress and frustration. However, it can also be looked at as an endless number of possibilities. Okay, because when everything's changing, we can choose to look at what is crumbling to the floor, or we can choose to look at, oh, okay, well, I get to do something new now. I get to do something different now. I get to do something that makes me happy. I get to start over. I get a second chance. I get to rebuild myself. I get to redesign myself and my circumstances in my life. And it's about, with the earth sign energy, with the coins and the Taurus energy, it's about being consistent, and it's about grounding ourselves. Again, finding that anchor, okay, that's going to keep us grounded no matter what happens, no matter how many ups and downs we go through. We have that anchor that keeps us grounded no matter what. And the energy that we're moving into tomorrow with, we have the moon, so another major arcana card. And the moon is an energy that talks about, or can talk about, illusion, delusion, things not being what they seem, confusion, not being sure what's going on, not being sure what we can believe, not being sure what we can trust, and so on and so forth. And so it's just a reminder that if we now take the time to ground ourselves, we're going to have an easier time navigating through all the unknowns that are thrown our way. If we ground ourselves now and we get in the right mindset, you know, like, okay, well, if I do this right, I know it's going to end well for me. I know that my effort, my time, and my dedication will pay off. And then just focusing on that kind of mindset and attitude, for example, is really going to help navigate whatever happens. Because even if things then change overnight, once again, a few days later, all the, you know, big unknowns in the world, with this being a major arcana card, anything can happen. But we're still grounded. That has not changed. So we still have the same positive and constructive attitude towards change and unknown factors. And we stay grounded no matter what. And our guidance card, we have Lavender. Connect to body, mind, and soul. The number is 44. And 4s are all about stability, boundaries, structure, foundation. That's what we're working on now. Through the change, we have the opportunity to rebuild, to lay the foundation, to figure out what the boundaries are, to figure out what it is that is our anchor, okay, and build from there, okay, continue to build from there. It's all about, number 4s are all about stability, being practical towards achieving stability or achieving success. It's about focus, organization, planning, and that's our foundation. That's our stable ground that is stable no matter what. Okay, no matter what kind of ups and downs we get. And it's by being grounded, finding that anchor today and investing in that anchor, connecting to mind, body, and soul. That is a balance that will help us every step of the way, so that we don't lose focus, so that we don't focus too much on our emotions and then things get too confusing, or we don't focus too much on our rational mind and ignore our intuition, because again, things get confusing because we disconnect from our intuition and things do get confusing. When we're focusing too much on the thought element, we're not grounded anymore. We're up in the air, we're not grounded anymore. Things get confusing. When we're focused too much on the water element, our feelings, our emotions, there's no earth in there, there's no grounding energy in there, things get very confusing. When we focus too much on the fire element, things can get very fired up and all over the place, and we can get carried away very easily. There's no grounding element. So grounding is very important, and it keeps the balance between all the elements, and that's how we turn into the magician, because we have all the elements within. It's just knowing how to use them and how to work with them and how to put them to work together. There's a time and a place for everything, and now is the time for focusing on the grounding energy, on creating that foundation that's going to represent our anchor and that will bring us stability. No matter what, we can always fall back on that foundation. That is the time that we're in. That's our opportunity right now. Okay? So it's a really nice message. I hope that it makes sense and that it helps. Okay? I hope the energies help. The messages help. If you're dealing with these energies, whenever you hear the message, that's when it's supposed to reach you, because that's when it will do you the most good to receive the information. So let me know what the cards talk about for you. I'm looking forward to your comments as always. Thank you so much for all your support, and I hope we all have an absolutely beautiful day. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Take care.